This is the first. This is from the marketing portal News. Punto is from Spain. And I found this interesting because it says Generation Z. I need more on the stairs. That in the recommendations of influencers, according to a new study, I will read about it here. I will read them super fast at the top of my game. The idea is as if you would get along. Well, I mean, what's going on? What, Anna? We can analyze it together if you want. Leave the comments. A below or in direct chat. A on what they think about this topic. Then says an international study reveals that the validation independent gains weight in the face of advertising and marketing of influencers in the shot of decisions. When I read, this is part of my daily homework. I don't like the way, well, really, for this project of these transmissions, I said, well, I will try not to read the news. At the most. But it's a habit. No. Every day, the first thing I do is like trying to navigate what is happening marketing, in the social world networks, applications, etc. To be informed. I always give you an example, and I feel it is a good habit. Also, recommendation of the day for anyone. It's like me, I'm a mom. When I want to take my child to a pediatrician, you do not go with a pediatrician who is formed as in the latest trends. To go to recent discoveries, i.e. to be up to date. That is, you're looking for people who is fully trained to know everything that is happening in your area. And I feel that the subject of reading news, it helps a lot to this, okay? And you learn a lot. You're supposed to be a student all life. And it's like this reading habit on the niche of what one does. For me, it is super important. And I said, I'm going to get together two things that benefit me, namely reading the whole news topic and also, I can do it live with you all. Monday to Friday at 7 p.m. Columbia time. So when I read this title, the first thing that is, I have always been, that the brands use influencers, but in the right way, one always, with a contract involved. Conditions are super clear. I also know it is necessary to analyze very well which influencer will my brand work with. Because many times, we don't find the right influencer. Then we get in and pack up and pay them money to people who are capable of their niche. Has nothing to do with mine. And that it's not really going to add to my business. Then, when I read this, that I gave, and this is something that has been commented on in the last couple of years. No, that already influenced them really well. No brands do not hire him, etc. And started on the rise of creators, UGC, creators UGC. How so? And I feel like that guy is, these creators are super important AIE. It is a very good market. And they come for me. They come to replace the topic of the great influencer and what an I there is. Micro-influencers. That is, you can have an account of 5,000 people, and it is fully valid. Brands can hire you to send you their product to become a brand image of their brand, etc. Then, when I read this title, I said, is absolutely right, because when people go looking for a product when I want to buy a clothing cream, anything first, for example, something very, very everyday, and it happened to us recently. We wanted to book a cabin by booking for the Holy Week vacations. And the first thing you see are the stairs, that is, you see first. May grandmothers talk about what interests you, well, that if he speaks there up, is or not internet. If the beds are comfortable or not, etc. You're looking for them to be very recent reviews because everything could have changed in the last 6 months, in the last year, etc. Then people followed much more for the recipes. That because he comes out an influencer. Hello, how are you? I sell you the water. Super rich brand, such not really people. Seeks at this time as much more humane opinions. So here I am, I keep reading it a little bit more. According to this research, the following were carried to more than 2,000 consumers and reflected a change in confidence patterns. Younger audiences prioritize more and more external validation as independent research, expert opinion surveys. In the face of messages generated by the brands themselves, That also goes for my clients who are owners, that is, they are a personal brand image for them. That I always tell you, so don't try to be an influencer. I mean, it's not really that. I mean, they have to be people of credible authority in its niche because that's what's going to make you sell. Low QC. But it is because people are confident in their judgment and connect with you directly. Here the validation. Independent consolidates its position of credibility. Following user complaints, the independent investigation and surveys, together with expert opinion, are positioned as the factors most influential in building credibility for Generation Z. In fourth place are the contents, with 58% of respondents recognizing the following: the media as source, relevant to assess the reliability of a brand, to see the impact of trust as a new marketing challenge. And he says, while credibility is built today through independent validation, in this sense, the study points out that brands must evolve from models focused on impact towards strategies based on trust and transparency. Then if you are still business owner and you still say, well, I mean, I want to put him in 1 million pesos, $300, an influencer. I'm not saying don't. In other words, it is completely valid. There are thousands of strategies, really, within a marketing strategy. One doesn't just say, well, I'm going with influencers, or I don't go with influencers. No. There are many tactics. That is, many things to do. But if you want and you like it, working with influencer is super important. That goes through a lot of filters. That if the hearing of that person, it really suits me if that person really sells. Because that is, we have known influencers of millions of followers, but they don't even sell 20 shirts, not even from another brand, of his brand. Then it is super important to know. In other words, to be very clear, when it comes to us as business owners invest in this type of strategy, it is worth